Tuesday, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. Detroit Lions taking on Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
On first down, Brees. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down, Saints.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Off to Alvin Kamara.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
And that's caught by Smith. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he finds Cook. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brees. That's caught, it's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away.
Don't do us like that.
So 5 yards for
protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions making their way out, led by their 32-year-old quarterback. Hard to believe he's in season number 12 now in a Detroit uniform, quarterback Matthew Stafford.
And I thought in last week's game, a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Stafford on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
By the Saints.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
To Michael
Drew Brees, his 2nd touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the Saints add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. The numbers for Freeman a week ago. Just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. Stafford on 3rd down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again is Stafford. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the the Saints will have the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration, and he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 25 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes, 4th down. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 13. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
Here's Freeman. And he's got some space here. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Detroit. Devontae Freeman. 78 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down, coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping it.
Yeah, good luck for that because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they describe that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
For Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. To throw again on second down. Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Freeman on the handoff.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
Demario
Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
On the tackle.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Breeze now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees turning back the clock. 5 touchdown passes for him on the afternoon. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine. Very soon. Not much of it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Man, These guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. That last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. What a game it's been for this offense and 41-year-old Drew Brees. Hey, if they get points here, they can finally surpass his age on the scoreboard. Sorry, Drew. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Brees. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. That catch good for only a couple.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up fourth.
They'll give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10-10 at their own 25.
Heading back onto the field, here's a look at Devontae Freeman now. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. Are you ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. On 1st and 10, here's Brees. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the right side, complete to Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a timeout.
First down.
7 seconds left in the first half. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quick. All right, folks, eager to get back to this week 4. Matchup, we won't put up a fight. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They go play action with Hurts. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But maybe this all...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now this throw caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Third down. And
on third down, Freeman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. This is Freeman. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made at the 30.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run. Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Brings up third down and
throwing is Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Saints 38, Lions 10.
Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag?
I'm just going to say
get out of here. Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. So here are the Saints to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Complete to
Jared Cook.
Touchdown.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints are pouring it on.
Point after.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Danny Amendola on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 27.
Back onto the field now comes Devontae Freeman. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
second down. Here's Jalen Hurts. It's Amendola. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Devontae Freeman. with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are in for 6. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
How'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
Now a play fake here on first down. This one into the hands of Burton. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brees. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
To Jared Cook.
Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Touchdown.
Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The 22 more yards there and another first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
16.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll drop this one down to Freeman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On first down, Hurts. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play, because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? they've got a shot.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jalen Hurts with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions gain a bit of respectability.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Breeze leaves this one with Camaro. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Saints on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. That's complete to his running back, Camaro. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now Camara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints just continue to roll. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him. But how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Hurts. And he'll find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And now it's second down. Throwing deep for Galladay. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for Detroit. And even 50 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, pulled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Back in the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
We've seen this already from him in this game. Second time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in.
The onside kick is recovered by New Orleans.
Here now a look at Drew Brees in our play. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Jamie Collins makes the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 22-yard line.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line. Today's final score, Saints 59.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6.